In this video, I want to try to figure out why and fix why whenever we purchase a medkit, it takes away from our item or our gold here, but it's not adding it to our inventory. So it's just for whatever reason it used to, it's no longer adding it. So let's try to figure out why. So what's happening when we call use item. So we call use item, shopkeeper is going to be valid. So we call buy item. So we buy it. We go through, this is all going to be true. So we get the item CDO, we call use. Right, and then we remove gold, transfer the item. So we call use, we call add inventory item. So that goes through, does all its fancy stuff, and calls the onRep for it. So let's head back into the interact and kind of see how that functions. So add health, use item, interact is right here. Okay, when we go to interact, check the shopkeeper, otherwise we call interface, we call interact. And that by default should, yeah, that goes through and that picks up, what in the world? That will pick up the item. Yeah, so interact adds the item to the inventory. That's it. So just like what this use is doing. We are passing in, yeah, because this was print, dang it, stop doing that. Because this was printing out. So let's just confirm. Okay, that should have said adding item to inventory. Oh wait, no, that's only going to do it when we purchase an item. So purchase, okay. So that fires there as it's supposed to. And we call add item to inventory, which seems like it's doing nothing. So we're passing in the item data. Yeah, because that should be just fine. We call use. Let's see. Let's set a breakpoint and kind of see where we're at. So I want to launch with a debugger. All right, let's hit play. Let's go ahead and, oops, I didn't mean to already pick it up. But we click on it. Goes through. And where's the step? There it is. Right, so we go through. Check if the item's valid. So it seems like this goes through. And we break out of the loop. Wait, what loop? This one. Nope, this one. Okay, so we add the item to the stack count. Then we check if it's a new item, which in this case it would be. So we're calling add. Otherwise, not otherwise, then we update it via the onRep. So name medpack, yeah, that's passing in everything correctly. Let's see. Let's check out, maybe it's the information we have on the character that is incorrect for the medkit. So item class is the medkit, cost and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the same exact thing's going to happen when I pick up a medkit off the ground. Add new item, name medpack, item cost, item stack, all that's just fine. And then the onRep triggers. So it is adding the item as it's supposed to. This is all going to be failing because we don't have an item already in there. That makes me curious. Let's try to buy two. Pick up all the gold. Let's add a breakpoint. Or better yet, let's go ahead and just buy one. We'll buy two, and then we'll set a breakpoint and buy the third. Okay, so now we should iterate through that two. That is correct. We should have added to the stack count. let's see. Let's look at our inventory items. We have gold, and then we have the med pack. And we have a stack count of 97. Wait, negative 97. Why do we have a negative value? Okay, so we now have something to look into. So what I want to do is, let's see, I pressed a button to get the current gold. We should have that function already somewhere in our, I believe, our character. All right, so that gets our current gold. What I want to happen is I also want to iterate through. Instead, let's get our inventory items and let's loop through them. So we're going to do a for each loop. Print. Let's actually split this struct. Let's print out a string. This is going to be the item name. Actually, I want to append it. So append, do a colon and a space. Let's do another append. And we want to append the stack count. Then we take this and we print this as a string. Okay. Press T. We have nothing. I press T now. We have gold 50, gold 150. Buy that. Press T. And we are at a negative. Let's see. Let's go to the, I think we are just having an issue. Let's go to the details. Go to the shopkeeper again. Item cost, stack count is 5. Stack count of that is 500. See, we're reading the default object. So the med kit, let's see, the stack count is 1, so we should be adding the stack count. So maybe it's when we do the, let's see. No, we're calling use. Where in the world are we subtracting the stack count by that much? Oh, I'm an idiot, and I removed gold for whatever reason. Wait, no. That doesn't seem right either. Let's comment out that line and give it another try. Where we're subtracting gold, that may possibly be an issue, but I doubt it. Ah, but it is. Now when I press T, that is all correct. So if our item is a subclass of gold, we're removing it from all of it. So that makes some sense. So that means this is technically going to be incorrect, I believe. So if my thought process there is right, I should be able to take this item here, change that stack count to 60. So now when I pick up that med kit, we have 60 of them. Yep. So this comparison here is failing. That's bad. And this is failing. It's not comparing the gold. So that makes a lot more sense. We need to figure out and check the actual item. So everything else code-wise, that's good to go. That is great news. So now we just got to figure out where the issue is. We're going to do UV log temp, warning, text is gold. And I want to actually move it to here instead, because we're calling get current gold. So we need to figure out a way to compare. So let's redo this. We'll just move it out of the way for now. We're just going to call get current gold. and we want to print out that value. And let's just confirm, press T, 0. Good. Press now, we got 100. Good. But the problem is, if I pick this up, press T, we got 60. So it's counting them all kind of, no, it's not even counting that together. It's just counting the first item that it finds, which obviously is not going to work. Okay. So we can't be comparing like this. So my guess is, can we compare item class to a gold, : static class like that? We might be able to do. Right. Got 0, got 0, got 100, got 150. Bam, fixed it. All right, so we need to compare the item class, which gets a U class, to the static class, which returns, again, the U class of it. So we can copy that, come down here to remove gold, and paste that in the if statement like that, and that'll give us our gold comparison to remove only the gold. So now we can do our live coding. We can pick up our gold and buy medkits with it. And bread. I don't have anything else to buy with that. So there we now have it. We have our gold that's getting subtracted. We have our medkit and bread, and we are able to use them all like so just fine. Now let's do a quick test as a client and just see, roughly what happens. Pick up some gold, try to use it. We buy it, and it is updating. However, I know what we did wrong. So it's updating one use before. So I'm going to go and actually close this down because I can feel it lagging a bit for some reason. So I want to keep that for a separate video because we're going on for 12 minutes. So I'll upload them probably in the same day then. But we have our situation, our bug figured out. So it was just our comparison. So whatever reason this was returning initially, true for any object that was derived from a item. So whether that be parent or child, it was doing it. Anyways, that's going to be all for this video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon down in the description below, where I have a Team Deathmatch series just for Patrons, as well as you get early access to pretty much all of my videos. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to join it. There's a stupid fly in front of my face. Feel free to join my Discord that's also linked down below, and I'll try to help you out. So, I'll see you in the next video.